I get this question asked all the time. Why not the fix and flip game? Isn't real estate development super risky? Doesn't it take forever to complete a project? And aren't the margins really small? That's why in this video, I'm gonna show you the 3 things that I focus on when it comes to this game and why I would take this game and the new construction over fix and flip and even rentals. If you were going to go buy a house, remodel it, rent it out and refinance it, how new construction is so much better than the existing homes. The first thing is it's predictable. When it comes to the new construction game, I have a piece of property and I know the cost moving forward. So if I've got this project, I've got my plans approved, I have every single trade, every single supplier, everybody bids out this project, and usually I'm within the budget about 2 to 3%, or it actually costs me less and I bonus the builder for building it for less because as they're actually building it, they're renegotiating on the spot and they're getting better deals. So it's predictable. I don't have any of the issues like dry rot, asbestos, or things like that come up. And when it comes to the financial side of things, you know exactly what's being built out there and you can duplicate or replicate that product, predictability, rather than you buy a fix and flip home and the bedrooms are too small, or you have to tear out some walls, you have to re-engineer it, you have to add an addition. You get to choose your layout. You literally have a free play of what's selling, how many bedrooms, how many bathrooms, 1 story, 2 story, do I do contemporary style? Do I do a more traditional style? You have the ability to choose what you want and move forward in that direction. That's where it allows me to have a 20 to 30% margin on every single deal. That's the predictability versus the fix and flip game. I've heard way too many stories. Oh, I thought I was gonna make 50,000, I ended up breaking even. Oh, I thought I was gonna make 80,000, I ended up making 20,000. Well, the margin you thought you had ends up being 5%. Is that really worth your time? When it comes to this game, when you're moving forward in the right direction, instead of maybe a 25% margin, you might hit a 20% margin, maybe a 17% margin, but it's still a really good profit and you're walking away with 80 to 150,000 on a new construction development play. The second one is it's scalable. When it comes to the new construction and development game versus fix and flip, with fix and flips, you have existing homes. So there could be a neighborhood of beautiful remodeled homes and there's one dilapidated rundown house. Well, you can't go fix all 8 of them because they're already in good condition. The new construction game, I can buy myself an acre, I can split it into 8 different lots, and I can build 8 townhomes or 8 single family homes, whatever I'm looking to do here. And now it's the same. Let's say a fix and flip makes 30 to 40,000. A new construction home makes 80 to 150,000. You've got 8 of those in a row. And what's beautiful when it comes to the scalability is the same contractors are building out the entire 8. So if I have the first excavator comes in, does the dig out, then he moves to the second lot, does the dig out, the foundation guy's pouring the foundation, he moves to the second lot, pours the foundation, then the framer comes on site, does the post and beam and the framing. It's like a time lapse of all of the different stages of a project. And so you can build out all 8 houses in a matter of 6 to 12 months. So one house, the fastest we've built it was 3.5 months, call it 4.5 months for one, and they're staggered about 2 to 4 weeks each. You're building out 8 full houses and call it 8 to 12 months. That's a profit of 5 to 900,000 depending on the deal, the structure, and the margin, but call it 500 to 750,000. One project, one location, one set of subs. The same subs build out the entire thing. That right there is scalability. The fix and flip game, you've got projects all over town. One of them has a cracked foundation. The other one has asbestos you didn't know about. The other one, the wiring is out of date and you've got to strip the whole house and redo it. There's so many of those things. The other one has a tank that's leaking. You have to fix it, replace it, repair it, or you have to go connect to the main sewer that you didn't know about. There are so many things that you cannot scale on the fix and flip game. Here in the new construction game, the same energy to build one house and the same subs and everything else is the same energy for me to build 8. I actually did a project called Fircrest. It was 8 total units, 4 duplexes, all the same subs, all of them in a row. It took us 6 months, start to finish, to build all 8 units. Then I sold off 6 of them fairly quickly and I kept 2 for myself as rentals. And it brings me to the third one, which is a product that actually is going to last. I'm sure you've heard the saying, you can put lipstick on a pig, but it's still a pig. A lot of that reference is in the fix and flip game, or you fix and rent it, remodel, refinance, and then rent it out. You can take a 100-year-old house. You can redo all the drywall, redo all the cabinets, but the bones themselves, you still got 100-year-old lumber, 100-year-old foundation. You can change the roof. Still, the actual structure itself is 100 years old. Or you can gut it fully, and it's gonna cost you just the same as an actual new construction home, but still still have the foundation and the bones of an old home. That's why I love the new construction game. I just referenced Fircrest. You build out the 8, keep 2. What's beautiful is this is a brand new construction home. 30 years later, as I'm gonna keep this, I'm gonna collect the rent, I'm gonna cash flow, and in 30 years, it's now a 30-year-old duplex, and somebody else has a 130-year-old single family home or duplex. And I can keep all my rentals in one area. So if I wanted to go do 20 units, keep 5 or 10, sell the rest, and I can, a lot of you know this, cost segregation, and segregate those units, force depreciate, and have a much smaller tax bill because I've kept these units. It again allows me to play this game, and because there's so much more equity, for example, 30% equity in a deal, you can actually refinance from the appraised value up to 70 to 75%. I can take all my capital out of the deal. My rental now is brand new. It's 2 units. It appreciates faster than the older homes. I have no more capital in the deal, and I'm still cash flowing, and I've got the tax benefits. I don't know how you can argue a case when it comes to the new construction game and this right here. That's why I love this game. I love that you can create your own product. You can choose the best floor plans. You can say, oh, I can do a duplex, and instead of 1,500 square feet, I can do 1,700 square feet and add a 4th bedroom. And now you have a 4-bedroom, which is a much better rental product. It's not gonna cost you any more on the plans. It'll just cost you a little bit more on the construction, but the land is the same. So it actually is a smaller cost than if you bought a remodeled house. You've got to permit it, add an addition to add a bedroom. That's a lot of work for one little bedroom when it's the same predictable process in the new construction game. If you're looking for the framework to do this entire process start to finish, from finding land to underwriting to getting funding and actually executing on the build, and you want me to walk alongside you on this journey, you'll have my personal cell. We'll get together on weekly Zoom calls as well. Click that link below, book a call with my team. I'm excited to help you out and help you scale in the new construction game. And let's get back to the video. Another common statement I get from people in the fix and flip game is that the lending is way better for fix and flippers versus new construction and development. That's actually not true. On the new construction and development, lenders require only 10% down of the total land plus construction. Now, if you're building a personal house, they require 5% down. That's a whole different game. That's absolutely phenomenal. And there's over $250,000 of tax-free profit as long as you live in it for 2 years. Back to the lending side. They'll cover 10% down is what you got to bring. They'll also cover 100% of the build cost. So all you're bringing in is that 10%. Let's say you have a $100,000 piece of property and it's 400 grand to build it, 500,000. All they're asking you is to bring 50 grand to the table. So you don't even have to buy the land for cash, which is the 100. You would need to bring 50K. The financing, the lending is very similar. The terms that I get are exactly the same as the terms I would get on a fix and flip. As you get more qualified, you'll get more competitive terms. And the same as on a fix and flip, it's as you draw or as you borrow. A lot of fix and flippers actually, or the lenders, will charge you the interest for the whole loan. What I love about new construction is it's a line of credit. If I close on the loan just for the land portion, 50,000, because I put 50K down and I have not started building, I'm not being charged interest on the budget set aside for the construction. Only as I'm building, they start to charge me interest for the money that I borrow. That's a huge deal, because on a project, my finance fees end up being about 6 to 8% of the total project, rather than some lenders that charge you 3% for the loan fee and 12% for the interest. That's about double what somebody would pay versus what we are paying as part of the build-up community. And the beautiful thing is, in the build-up community, we have lenders that are our partners and that allow our clients in build-up to do 10% down. And that's why I love the new construction game. It's predictable, it's scalable, and everybody likes new product. A brand new car from the dealership, it's gonna lose its value, but you're gonna have a brand new house like this, and 100,000 of equity feels much better, or a beautiful cash flow when it comes to this deal. If you're ready to learn, grow, and you want to scale in this new construction and development game, click that link below. We'll get you everything that you need to absolutely crush it, start building out projects, or scale and start doing larger projects. One of the largest projects I've done was a 504 lot subdivision where we just did the actual development work and sold to a national builder. And then the smaller stuff where we do this 1,800 square foot single family home. We've been able to do a lot of different style real estate, and we've loved to kind of niche it down to single family homes, townhomes, and some a little bit nicer higher end homes. Usually anything from 3 to about 12 doors is a beautiful sweet spot where you keep some rentals, you build some to sell, and then you also scale into the development and create new subdivisions through the subdivision process. So if you want to get in the game, click that link below, comment what you want to hear or see in our next or future videos. And as always, like, share, subscribe, and let's build up.